Hello, this is World University and Schools news and question and answer on Monday, March 11th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And greetings from Western Pennsylvania. This is an opportunity for you to ask questions, share your thoughts about World University and School, which is MIT Open Courseware Centric and Wiki, and for me to share some recent updates as we wait to see if people will join us. I'd like to share some recent news, namely that first, MIT Open Courseware Centric Wiki World University and School is very glad to have attended a first online Middle States Commission on Higher Education panel presentation. MSCHE is an accreditation agency with offices in the greater Philadelphia area, and was glad to be able to ask some questions as another big step toward accreditation for World University and School, with the green light from Middle States Commission on Higher Education to proceed both this 2024 early year as well as last spring of 2023. The panel presentation was titled "The Complexity of Leadership, Enhancing and Empowering Governing Boards and Presidents." And that video recording will be in 2 blog posts today, worlduniversityandschool.blogspot.com and scott-mcleod.blogspot.com for, again, Monday, March 11th, 2024. One of the questions I asked was about new dynamics in aging and aging reversal of these panelists. And someone shared a slide saying that the prospective student population in Pennsylvania aged 25 to 64 was declining. And I asked regarding enrollment challenges for Pennsylvanians aged 25 to 64, in what ways might Middle States Commission on Higher Education begin to plan for emerging extreme longevity and aging reversal genetic drug therapies, and people potentially living for far longer than before, ever, so greater than 122 years of age, for example, and for growing potential student bodies from new dynamics in aging. Thanks, Scott G.K. McLeod, CC4 licensed, free to students, MIT Open Courseware Centric Wiki World University and School. I'd prefer to, or this is a set of tweets that relates, would prefer to get my FDA-approved aging reversal extreme longevity gene drugs from the physical digital WUAS educational services stores or from WMART in the future for lifelong learning at World University and School, at WUAS Press, and regarding WUAS virtual reality, and adding a Norwegian article, newspaper or magazine article about aging reversal drugs and their effects, as well as the Aging Reversal Genetics Wiki Subject School at World University and School, a fairly new Aging Reversal Genetics Wiki subject at World University and School, so far only in English. And I also created a related set of tweets more directly to this panel: new dynamics in aging with aging reversal and extreme longevity gene therapies, and regarding enrollment opportunities for Pennsylvanians 18 to 64 years old, regarding Middle States Commission on Higher Education, WUAS accreditation, and potentially aged 65 to 150 plus at MIT OpenCourseWare-centric World University and School for free online bachelor, PhD, law, medicine, AAAS, and MA/MS degrees. Check them out in the blog posts from today, or that will be posted today. Agenda item 2, Siemens Digital Building Twin presentation. And regarding the flagship WUAS bookstore. This was a presentation that happened about a week ago with Igor Starkov, whose Ecodomus company, which is partly about the industrial metaverse, was the presenter in a Siemens presentation. Fascinating. How best to proceed? Potentially in Siemens developing a digital building twin for the WUAS bookstore, possibly on Walnut Street in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Set of tweets that relates: flagship WUAS bookstore on Walnut Street, Pittsburgh, PA, with Siemens digital building twin and physical digital realistic virtual earth for Lego robotics, of which the WUAS educational services stores at WUAS Press are authorized Lego robotics kits carriers, a realistic virtual earth for robotics from G Street View, from Google Street View with time slider. It would be amazing to be able to work inside this digital building twin store, inside the physical bookstore, with both Lego robotics physically and virtual Lego robotics for all the AI and machine learning that one might be able to add to one's physical Lego robot builds. And I retweeted a Siemens Infrastructure USA tweet in these regards: increase your return on investment by providing state-of-the-art infrastructure with our newest software, Building X Lifecycle Twin. This is what their digital building twin has been rebranded as. This tech creates a digital twin of your building, permitting you to explore and analyze building information and optimize operations in new, more sustainable ways. Agenda item 3, aging reversal drugs from home, from ones and zeros, computer code. This is a set of tweets in reply to a Harvard bioinformatics professor, Heng Li, in the Harvard Medical School, and inquires whether we might be able to do clinical trials with packets through the mail for speakers of all 7,164 living languages, but also clinical trials by printing synthetic aging reversal drugs from home, from ones and zeros. So this is a brainstorming set of tweets. The tweet reads: Professor Heng Li, clinical trials, packets in the mail, and code and print synthetic aging reversal drugs from home, from ones and zeros, and shares a Fortune magazine article beginning: Harvard scientists create a chemical cocktail which may reverse aging process in 1 week. And the clinical trials at WUAS for all languages, Wiki School, which is only in English so far. The wiki subject page is in this tweet. And a Twitter post from Professor Heng Li, where he says that he's going to say something controversial, that the Rust programming language is perhaps a more effective high-performance language than others, such as Python. And a Twitter post from George Church on synthesizing a particular enzyme, I think, with possibly digitally, for 7.9 billion people at World University, and retweeting Dr. Rob Califf, the FDA commissioner's Twitter post. FDA supports the administration's cancer moonshot goal of addressing inequalities in cancer care, helping to ensure that every community in America has access to cutting-edge cancer diagnostics, therapeutics, and clinical trials. And Dr. Rob Califf, MD at the FDA, retweeted Health and Human Services.gov's tweet, HHS.gov Twitter, at POTUS, the President's Office. Cancer Moonshot has announced roughly 50 new programs, policies, and resources. More than 100 private companies, nonprofits, academic institutions, and patient groups have also stepped up with new actions and collaborations. Agenda item 4, might our avatar bots as digital twins with us be able to time slide back in a realistic virtual Earth for history to Beethoven's decades? Brainstorming, might we not only be able to time slide back to age 25 years of age in 150-year-old bodies with aging reversal gene drugs, but also might our avatar bots as digital twins, as avatar agent electronic health records, with us be able to slide back in a realistic virtual Earth for history, think Google with Street View with Time Slider, with TensorFlow AI, and Pegman becoming our avatar bot digital twin, to, for example, Beethoven's decades, and attend music, 1770 to 1827, I think, roughly, 1826 maybe. And this retweets a picture of Ludwig van Beethoven on his birthday, the 28th of March. Agenda item 5. This is regarding some ways that World University and School is seeking to reach out to people in all 200 countries for the Olympics, for recent Olympics, and to offer free newspapers. Or this tweet offers free newspapers, but could we reach out, could WUS reach out to peoples of all 200 countries via their country's newspapers, which this Twitter post has links to all 200 countries' newspapers, which are free, and at World University and School, and particularly to, could WS reach out to their education departments? So the Twitter post reads, free newspapers from all 200 countries regarding the Olympics. Reach out at World University and School to each of these countries' education departments and prospective students in these newspapers with free online OCW.MIT.edu-centric wiki WUAS degrees. World University and School.blogspot.com has these newspapers, 200 countries, and some of their best newspapers. And so does the scott-mccloud.blogspot.com Twitter post from January, beginning Plum Blossom, has all 200 countries listed with some of their best newspapers in each country in those countries' main languages, which are translatable, for example, with Google Translate. So the WUS Corporation, this is the second wing, and this is remaining 3 agenda items, and I'll just check if people want to join us. I'm not seeing anyone seeking to join us at this point. I will add the recording of this video to youtube.com/videos/Scott McCloud World University the current active World University and School YouTube channel. Agenda item A for the World WUS Corporation. Chase Bank and flagship WUAS bookstore. New Chase business account, business complete checking account for WUAS. And to begin, the WUAS bookstore, and then with initial Chase loan, continuing on in an email thread titled Chase Bank Branch, Shadyside Community in Pittsburgh, PA, Monday, 12/11/23, in which I'm communicating with Chase Bank in Shadyside and other Chase bankers, including the CEO, Jamie Dimon, and seeking to also find out why my 3 accounts at Chase Banks here in Pittsburgh were closed recently, and in seeking also WUAS abolition movement to abolish the wrongful buying and selling of people in the illegal sex, drugs, violence, etc. industries internationally and their latent networks of violence. And as I reach out in this, seeking this US federal investigation into, for example, the Chase Bank in Wilkinsburg, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to Senator Elizabeth Warren, US Senator and Harvard professor, law professor in these regards. So this agenda item has to do with opening a business account, a Chase Business Complete checking business account. And then in their promotion about 4 or 5 days ago for this Chase Business Complete checking account, which came after my credit cards got closed arbitrarily through, I think, another company, Trader Joe's, very curiously and potentially due to egregious misconduct by banking employees, Chase Bank employees, how to possibly, after opening this business account, get lending, loans from Chase Bank Shadyside to open the Pittsburgh, the flagship bookstore for WUAS, potentially on Walnut Street in Shadyside in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And here's a set of related tweets. Flagship bookstore, WS bookstore on Walnut Street, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Siemens Digital Building Twin. The set of tweets reads, flagship WS bookstore on Walnut Street, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with Siemens Digital Building Twin, with physical digital realistic virtual earth for Lego robotics, of which the WUS educational services stores at WUS Press are authorized Lego robotics kits carrier, and with a realistic virtual earth for robotics from Google Street View. And this retweets again the Siemens Infrastructure USA tweet, increase your return on investment by providing state-of-the-art infrastructure with our newest software, Building X Lifecycle Twin. This tech creates a digital twin of your building, permitting you to explore and analyze building information and optimize operations in new, more sustainable ways. Agenda item B, Society, Information Technology, and the Global University upcoming book. This is a book I'm writing, and I've created 3 videos with regard to potentially chapter 9 and chapter 10, possibly, since starting on Wednesday, 2/27, on how World University and School begins, from drawing from my blog posts from June and July and August of 2008 in scott-mccloud.blogspot.com as a way to draft further of this book to be published on paper. Agenda item C, brainstorming. In what ways could Chase Bank with Siemens, this is a ginormous idea. In what ways could Chase Bank with Siemens code in a realistic virtual universe, think for space travel, for the WUAS Corporation, WUAS Press at World University and School, with Stanford MindPy cryptocurrency on, so the WS Corporation code on the Silicon Valley Long-Term Stock Exchange, LTSA, code also for Stanford MindPy on the Long-Term Stock Exchange in Silicon Valley, and potentially the Berlin Stock Exchange too, to list the WUAS Corporation in California and in Germany. And this retweets another Siemens tweet on their history. Today, we're celebrating our 125th year on the stock exchange. On March 8th, 1899, Siemens shares were traded for the first time on the floor of the Berlin Stock Exchange. We're one of the oldest continuously listed companies in Germany's stock exchange history. Siemens history is the hashtag. So World University and School and the WS Corporation, which seeks to make available Stanford MindPy cryptocurrency to potentially people in all 200 countries, to people of all speakers of all 7,164 known living languages, and potentially even to code for, brainstorming wise, all 7.9 billion people on the planet, each a Wikidata PIN number from you at World University's wiki subject page presently, would seek to make this possible, make WS Corporation list on both the Silicon Valley Long-Term Stock Exchange, which may only have 2 companies on it right now, and the Berlin Stock Exchange, where Siemens and Chase Bank together could potentially code for all these new digital developments, a possible single main cryptocurrency, the blockchain, a very old stock exchange, which Siemens has been on for 125 years, a very new stock exchange, I think about the 14th stock exchange in the US with a long-term focus in Silicon Valley, the LTSE, and how would this work potentially with these WS Corporation and planning, WS planning for all 200 countries as major MIT OpenCourseware-centric wiki universities, and planning for wiki schools in all 7,164 known living languages for speakers of all these languages, and with you at World University. So all the best, abolitionally. See you soon. I'm Scott McLeod, and I will post this to both Twitter, twitter.com/World University, sorry, twitter.com/WORLD UNIVANDSCH, and twitter.com/WUAS Press. And also the main active YouTube channel, youtube.com/Scott McLeod World University, as well as 2 blogs, worlduniversityandschool.blogspot.com, as well as scott-mcleod.blogspot.com. So until next week, which is, I think, March 18th, Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you have questions or know of students who are interested in matriculating at World University and School, please let me know. Just like to share one more thing before I close that came to mind. Twitter post retweeting Senator Warren's recent tweet about Haitians in Massachusetts, and in what ways could World University and School get free MIT OpenCourseware-centric degrees at World University and School to Haiti now in its challenges it's facing, and in WUAS French and WUAS Haitian Creole languages. Perhaps Haitians in Massachusetts could help create this in these languages and building on MIT OpenCourseware. Until next week, bye for now.